I mean, the whole kind of point of Dark Souls 2 is that the curse... What the curse does to you is like fundamentally break you down piece by piece, slowly over time, until you don't even know what you're doing anymore.
For Gabe, because it's like
I played Dark Souls 2, just not the DLC. And I think we should do Scholars next as our next game.
Okay, because I want to talk about Scholar endings and Scholar stuff, but yeah, let's just...
Yeah, pretty much everything with Aldia, I love.
Yeah, I did enjoy it, but yeah, basically what I'm complaining about. I want to wait for Gabe to play it.
Okay.
I don't want that game.
I just like my biggest gripe is there's just not enough black people in Lord of the Rings.
You're right, though.
I mean, Bloodborne.
Also, God, for all the like, we have women in our movie that they do. There's never an instance where a woman talks to a woman.
I mean, why? Why would a woman need to ever talk to a woman?
What was that like?
To talk about penises together. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, of course. What else do women talk about? It's like hair and shopping and penis.
And shopping for hair penises.
And shopping for penis, and shopping for little wigs to put on people's penises.
Merkins.
You guys under that?
Yay! Finally. We finally got to talk about Merkins.
Do you only know about Merkins because of Plinkett?
I do. My cat ate my Merkin.
What?
Literally the only reason I know. Wait, Andy, look.
Guys, don't image search Merkin.
Why did I come back? I knew what was happening, and I came back over anyway.
Wait. Look out for arrows, though, and find that. Wait.
There's a
Dark Souls didn't have any Merkins
on eBay, and that makes me really worried.
Oh, no.
It looks really legit, though.
Don't buy Merkins. Just never buy Merkins.
I think this one is like an actual...
Just shave all your fucking pubes off like a normal person.
What?
Wow.
That's what you get for shaving your pubes.
So yeah, Dark Souls is a good game, and I can't remember how we started the conversation, but Merkins.
Neither can I.
Oh yeah, dungeons. The thing we're playing. That's right.
Angela Merkin.
Yeah, they should have halved the dungeons, introduced it with the cooler levels. Maybe, I don't know.
I think if
it definitely felt like... Here's the problem, is they were like, here, let us show off these bosses we never got to put in the game. But then they put the same boss in 3 times.
Yeah. For no reason.
Yeah.
There's no reason why a lot of these...
Keep the good ones.
Yeah.
Cut the levels that feel like
the bosses short.
In there and cut all that stuff. Cut the.
Why are we fighting Rom again in a dungeon? Rom is so built up in the story as this like important part of the story, and then you go to a random boss door and there it is again.
Yeah, because Rom is time is convoluted in Lordran. Because very specifically, Rom was was a student of Percy Jackson and the Olympians.
The Lightning Trio.
But Rom was a student of Bergenworth, who ascended. So why would there be 2 Roms?
Because the other one went to McDonald's and not Burger King.
Unless maybe the Rom that we fight is like a mental projection, and then the actual Rom got put down in the dungeons.
I'm pretty sure this is covered by that one podcast that I've mentioned before.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, that one where they were just laughing. Oh, that was so funny, that bit. I really enjoyed that podcast.
Which one was it? The
The one where they're
Well-
like bullshitting about Bergenworth for a couple minutes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sometimes
really
it's kind of
enjoyed that.
like, sometimes it's a little painful because you're
Oh.
like, I don't know. They're just trying to come to terms with a story that's very difficult to
Right.
put together, and you can tell that they're both kind of just confused and
Uh-oh.
not too into it. But other times,
I mean, the
it's
hard
just
thing is
hilarious.
that like this. I think after Dark Souls 1, there's this idea that you can put out a story that's not fully realized and let the fan base fill in the gaps to an extent. And I think that happened. I think they're like,
for
oh, we can just like
sure.
make a backstory that's like enough for the casual player and leave it here, and then people will give themselves a reason that it's here.
Especially because they knew, like, with the cottage industry of YouTube loresters was
Nice
going to
work on
bolster.
that, by the way.
Yeah, that was cool. It's going to bolster their like longevity in sales and stuff.
Right. If you make it confusing and people have to like figure out what the shit's going on, that's just views. That's just content that people are putting out about their game for free.
It's in the spirit of like what the Souls storytelling is too. Like,
But I think in 1, the gaps were filled in by them and then scattered, and you had to find them and put them back together.
oh, I see.
And in 2 and
it's more
3
deliberately- okay.
One
And
doesn't
Bloodborne,
perfectly add
to
up.
an extent
Though.
as well. It's not perfect, but it's a lot closer than any other one.
And they've always been doing this. Like you go back to Kingsfield and Shadow Tower. Like they've always not with all of their games, but in this sort of particular sort of dark fantasy, even before Miyazaki came on, it wasn't done anywhere near as well, I think, until Demon Souls, but it was definitely there.
Yeah.
And in fact, it's not
I say yeah, having not played those games, but yeah.
it's a very like consider the game that caused Miyazaki to enter the game industry was Eco, which is that same thing. Like I think Shadow of the Colossus really was an important cornerstone for that kind of storytelling in modern games.
Where it's very vague and you get to like pay attention if you want to, or just play a boss killing game if you want to.
Yeah. And like
And it's brave. I think it's hard to like trust your fan base and your player base in that way.
yeah, for sure.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Wow, I'm sorry guys.
It's okay.
I'm like
That was
half
hard.
not paying attention.
It's
It's
okay,
a
I got
hard
poisoned.
dungeon.
Do they call them Dangans? We've been over this.
Dungeon.
Oh shit, I'm out of insight.
What?
Give me a second.
I guess you have Hunty Boys, right?
Yeah.
Madmen.
Dark
Oh
Souls
my God, I
3
have
is
one
kind of
madman's knowledge.
storytelling. Dark
You have
Souls
one
3
madman's
storytelling
knowledge?
is just kind of like, what looks cool? Okay, let's do that. Does it make sense? The fans will figure it out. That's kind of how it
Yeah.
feels, at least.
Oh, let's put this character in. They can tell us why he's here.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's here, but they can tell us.
Or if they do have a reason, it might contradict with it. It's like there's just so many things. that
Yeah,
don't
it's
make
not
sense in
it's not
the game.
consistent. It's
Dark
not
Souls
consistent
2?
storytelling the way 1 was. 3.
No, Dark Souls 3.
Oh yeah, I agree completely with that.
It definitely has the most consistency issues. Like you'd see something and you're like, that's a throwback, but what are you doing here?
Yeah. I'm at the second lamp, by the way.
The fans are gonna love seeing Anne Orlando again.
That's really what I think why I had such a visually negative reaction to 3. I mean, it was
For
pandering.
fan service.
That's
It's fan
the long and
service.
short of it.
It's fan service, yeah. But I think at least it was fan service with really well-built boss fights and like a beautiful looking. Again, if you make that game and you take off the pandering, or you just attach it to a different name, you know.
But not
and
all the
reskin
pandering was
everything.
bad. like everything to do with Anor Londo in that game, I think is extremely successful.
I don't know, the Anor Londo bit. At first, I was like, "Oh my god, it's that one place," but then after a little while, you want like I think the Firelink Shrine throwback was way better than the Anor Londo throwback.
Do you think? Because that was the
Because it was
first.
way more
Oh yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Definitely.
That was the first like indication that something was wrong to me when I walked into that building and it said Firelink Shrine.
Oh no, I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the one in the Twin Princes fight, the Demon Princess fight.
Oh yeah, that was great.
That I loved. That I think was really well done.
All like
I think
all of it-
Firelink Shrine as a location was bad
Yeah,
because it wasn't the
as
same
a hub
place.
world.
Yeah. And then having it be Firelink Shrine and being a hub, but not letting it
What
actually.
the fuck?
See you later. Not letting you actually like hub from that the way that it was in Dark Souls 1. Not realizing the connectivity that made Dark Souls 1 function.
Yeah,
Because the other thing is that like the individual levels were well designed and put together nicely and cycled back and felt kind of Souls-like in their own way, but they didn't have that. This whole fucking map is one piece, and no, like nothing in the series has had that.
who I think was it?
The non-linearity of Dark Souls 1 is what makes it special, I think.
I was okay with returning to Anor Londo, but when they had like that like the blacksmith giant's corpse is still there, and it's kind of all like
That was really
Yeah, well, that's the
stupid.
thing, is that if it was just like,
that just kind of felt pandering. It was like a good idea that kind of was squashed by.
the Aldrich on Gwendolyn was excellent.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess even
That,
even
I think,
though
was
kinda
how the throwback
confused.
should have been done.
Because that was
It was
shocking.
like,
Yeah.
yeah,
and
But
repulsive.
Gabe, you need to be the one to summon because I'm out of mana.
Wow, fuck me. Alright.
do you need more?
We can't do that.
Madman's knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what is this game? Fucking a bad one?
He's gonna have to farm a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
But we unlocked Upper Cathedral, so you can get big Titanite bits too.
I
Titanite.
literally have 49 Madman's knowledge.
Oh yeah, I just went from 80 down to 40.
I have 90 insight, and I can't fucking drop one.
Nope. This game sucks.
Alright, Andy, don't die. Wait, we gotta wait for Connor so he cannot die too.
Yeah.
These guys are worth a shit ton of souls though, holy moly.
Yeah, that's why I'm like not even slightly bothered by all this, because it's like,
I wish you could buy Madman's knowledge.
Yeah, that'd be too broken.
Maybe that's why we kept on dying, because we stopped doing that.
I seriously think that's the only reason. Also, I'm guilty of this because I just did it, but we also kind of been separating a little. Even in this
Separating's
like,
fine
little
so we don't all
kingdom.
get hit by the same guy. We just need to cover each other a little bit more.
Yeah.
I also need to just like pay attention to what I'm doing, which I
Not paying
haven't
attention is
been.
not necessary.
I mean, I'm not.
Story doesn't matter.
It's all about the action.
Also, don't get hit by that big attack. Pro tip.
But like Soul of Cinder is such a huge misstep. Because
Really?
yeah, I hate Soul of Cinder.
Interesting. I think I would have hated it more if it didn't have similar move sets and like I felt like in some like it shouldn't have been the final boss. That's the thing. I think if that had been a boss. Oh, we never did the side dungeon for me.
Oh yeah. Well, no, but that's precisely it. I don't hate the fight. I think the fight is excellent, actually.
Yeah.
Um,
But
Do you
that
guys
masks
mind
that
if
masks.
I leave to repair my weapon while you guys do the side dungeon?
No, go for it.
go ahead.
Okay, and then when you guys are done, we'll just meet up back here.
It's good because then you won't get shot by arrows.